Hello.
Hello.
I'm Jolly.
And I'm Tony.
And this is Table Ready. So normally, by normally I mean the past 4 weeks, and this is episode 5.
It is the norm.
We've been doing skirmish games, miniature games. And this week we are doing something different. This week is actually themed Twonky. I believe that's what it is, right?
That's what the notification said, as I understand it.
Okay.
Twonky.
Twonky. But what that really means is Tony's whacked out, neato, cool with a K. There's too much. We're done. Sorry.
Okay, so for those of you that are supremely confused, Jolly made the big mistake of letting me take over for a week, and I chose to play a board game. We're going to be playing Robo Rally. This is an old game by Avalon Hill, which is an old defunct subsidiary of... Oh, holding on. Waiting a minute.
Uh-oh.
And we're back.
Hello again.
Hi.
We're back to our classic days of that was amateur hour, and now we're on to being professionals.
Because we are professionals.
So as Tony was saying, Tony?
Yeah, so we're playing Robo Rally today. It is a game by Avalon Hill, I believe, defunct subsidiary of Wizards of the Coast, which is a huge corporation. Does a lot of things like Magic the Gathering and a whole bunch of board games.
And Magic the Gathering.
And lots of Magic the Gathering,
Mm-hmm.
which may or may not appear on the show in the future. We haven't decided. But we're going to be playing Robo Rally today. This is a wonderful board game where we're going to be taking control of some twonked out robots, as we might say it. Each of us takes the role of a programmer, and we have our robots that we're going to be sending code to. And they're going to be trying to achieve objectives on the field. For this game, I have control of 2 robots entitled Twonky, which is where all those comments are coming from, and my second robot is Hulk X90. Who do you have control of today?
I have Hammerbot and Zoombot, so the most creative names ever.
Yeah. If we'll go to the desk cam here, we'll do some showing off of what we're going to be going for. So, this is the floor space, the big old arena that we're going to be playing on. These are our robots down here. We've got Twonky, Hulk, we got Zoombot and Hammerbot.
Mm-hmm.
My 2, Jolly's 2. They're going to be going out on this board, and they're going to be aiming for these checkpoints. Each of them are numbered. For this game, we have to take our robots and touch them in order, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the special rule is it doesn't have to be the same robot touching each flag. I could have Twonky touch 1, but I could be having Hulk X90 shooting across the board to be ready to touch number 2 right after it. So it hopefully won't be as long of a game, because this game is notorious for running long if you don't know how to kind of set up the scenario ahead of time. I've done some research, and I'm hoping that this will make for an enjoyable experience tonight.
So this will just take us forever because we don't know how to program our robots, right?
Yes. So, speaking of programming the robots, I'm going to move this camera. These are the robot boards, and this is how we're going to be programming them. So, this is Twonky's right here. You see down here, there's numbers 1 through 5. During the programming phase, we're going to be playing cards on those slots. Cards like rotate right, move forward 1, move forward 3, etc., etc. And when we play them, they're going to be locked into those positions. And as we take on the main phase of the game, we'll be resolving those actions exactly as they say in order from left to right. So we're going to be doing all the programming at one time, but the board state and where the robots go is all going to be happening chaotically at the same time because I don't know what you programmed your robots to do. And it's just going to be great. I love this game. It's just chaotic. You can only do so much strategizing. You kind of have to roll for the punches.
Can I like ram your robots?
Yes, so you can definitely push my robot out of the way. You could push it onto a conveyor belt, which will shoot me down the hallway, or into a pit, or something like that. This game is full of lasers, it's full of carnage. We're going to be trying to just, in addition to touching those and completing the game, we're definitely going to be trying to destroy each other.
Awesome.
So a real quick tour of the rest of this player map. We have these exclamation points, which are going to be damage tokens. When we take a damage, we're going to place them from right to left. And as we take on more damage, bad things are going to be happening, like whatever card is in the 5th position stays there and I can't change it. Ooh. Oh, or if they fill up entirely, the robot is destroyed. Now in this game, a destroyed robot isn't the end of the line for it. On your next turn, you'll simply respawn it back at its respawn point. The original version of this game had life tokens, and so if it died 3 times, you were out. I don't like playing with that rule. You're never out of the game with this. And then if you've taken a lot of damage, you might have the option to power down. You won't be able to move for the next turn, but you'll be able to remove all the damage.
Okay.
All right, so
We jumping into it, or is there more to explain?
that's the high and low of it. Each of us has 2 robots to control, as I was saying. Each robot has 9 cards to work with. We're going to be taking some time here to go sort through and lay out where we want those program cards to go in order from 1st to 5th, what's called register phases.
Now, do all of those happen back to back to back? So when we say it's time to activate, it does this, then this, and this, and this, and that? Or does this happen and then something on the board happens, then the next one happens?
Yeah, so how it's going to work is what is programmed on the robots is going to happen. On each of the cards, there is a number in the top right corner. That is kind of, if there's a tie, whichever person has the higher number is going to act first.
Okay.
So all the robots will do their slot 1 action, going from high to low. And then the board's going to do things like going to move people along the conveyor belt, like rotate people around on the gears. There's some lasers on the board that are going to destroy your robot. Every robot comes equipped with a front-facing laser of their own, so it matters where you're facing. You might shoot your opponent, or you might shoot yourself. So it'll go robot actions, board actions, and then they'll repeat until we're done with all 5 phases. After we're done with those, we discard everything, and we start again by programming the robots once more. Now, there's a fun mechanic with this. As soon as one of us is finished programming all their robots and locked it in, they're going to take and flip this timer on the board. This puts pressure on whoever hasn't finished, and they have until this timer runs out to put their cards down, and it's going to go face down. So you do face down on the board, and then when the register phase hits, you'll turn them up one at a time.
All right. Are you ready for chaos, Tony? Put
I-
that back over here.
I will put that back over here.
Right here.
Yep.
There we go.
It'll come into play later, but I'll mention it now. If you ever want to power down and recover that health, you will say you're powering down, put the token on there. That means next turn, that robot will power down. So you still carry out
The
this
orders
turn's
that we have, the program that we have
the
so
programming. You'll do one more round of programming, but after that, it will turn off and recover.
far. Okay.
All right, so
Do we have infinite rounds that we go?
we are going to go until somebody has completed the objectives.
Okay.
I will note, as soon as you touch one of those objective spots, each robot has a respawn point underneath them here at the beginning. If I go and I touch the first phase, my respawn point now becomes that first flag.
Now, is touching it, I have to end up on top of the spot or just adjacent to it to touch it?
You have to end up on top of the spot at the end of the register phase. So after the board does things, you need to be on top of that.
Okay.
If you end on top of a wrench, you will heal 1 damage.
But that doesn't matter. Let's start the card.
Let's start in. Let's go in. All right, so
I got this under bet with Jade for we're going to get started before 25 minutes is up. So let's get started.
God, I do think I should read the rule book from front to back. That is what the audience wants here. All right, so we're going to start this game off. We've got Team Tony with Hulk X90 and Twonky versus Team Jolly with Hammerbot and Zoombot.
Are you saying my names?
Wah,
Don't you do
wah.
that. First of all, It's Hammerbot and Zoombot.
We apologize for blowing out any earphones you might be using right now.
I don't apologize. We got captions on the YouTube video, so you can watch those later to find out what you're missing.
As you're going to the store to buy new headphones. All right, so we're getting ready to go here. As soon as one of us has completely programmed both our bots, we'll flip over that timer.
All right.
We'll see how commentary will go as we do this, but yeah, ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. So we are
Okay.
trying to figure out what they're doing. What?
Twonky is my one on the left side.
So that's...
We're going to do,
Oh, got to put them face down,
One.
right? We're going to do that.
and you're just going to go.
Now, rotating, does rotating just turn it? It doesn't actually move it forward
It
or
just
anything?
turns you in your spot.
Okay, cool. That. For this one, I
Done
want
for that.
to
And now we go on to the next one.
that. Oh no, not that one. Not that one, I don't think. I think this one.
Move.
Oh man. Wait. Why do
no.
one of my piles have lots of backups, my other one has lots of move forwards?
Yep, you got randomly dealt a hand of cards,
That
and that's
makes
what you have to
sense.
work with.
I just saw the first pile and I was like, oh, my second pile is going to have this great stuff
They
to
are
work
not
with.
all the same.
No, they are not.
Okay, so I've got a.
That changes stuff a lot.
This does. I'm gonna be doing this.
Because I was
and
expecting to be
I'm
able to
going
do something
be
different.
Crying. Okay, sure.
Yeah, we're just going to do this.
Duh.
Tony, you got that much time.
Ha! Ah!
I'm happy with my
Uh,
decisions because it's causing Tony distress.
And we'll go there. And we'll go there. And I'm done.
All right.
So take any cards you didn't use, and we're gonna discard them down here.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have just finished our first programming phase, and I am not confident at all in my own programming abilities. Having gone to engineering school or not, it is not going to go well, but we're going to see. All right, so we're now into the register phase. Register phase 1, go ahead and reveal
For all of them?
for all of them what they are.
All right.
So,
Then we'll show people. All right. So who I have an 820 is my highest number.
can we see these well enough from up top, or should I change my camera here?
Probably can't see them yet, but what we can do is we'll just show them as we move them in front of them.
Okay,
So
my
that way-
highest is an 800.
Mine's an 820. So,
All right, so you're
my
gonna go
number up
forward.
here is the highest. So this will get to go first. And this is coming off of Hammerbot right here. So it's just move forward 3, right?
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3.
And that's it for now.
That's it
We're
for
not
now.
at the board elements yet because we got other robots to resolve. So next highest is 800. Move 3 forward on Twonky.
Look at him copying that.
1, 2, 3.
All right. So
Okay.
next, I've got a 790.
I've got 710, so you're next.
So 790. Move forward 3 on Zoombot.
And I got move forward.
1, 2, 3.
And I got move forward 2 on Hulk.
All right.
That is the robots. Now we're going to go on to the board elements. First, the express conveyor belts, which are the blue ones, will
Okay.
move. No one's on it.
No one's on those.
And then a regular conveyor belt, which is orange.
So we're getting
Everyone on those
pushed-
will
I'm getting
move
pushed
one in that
back
direction.
Oh, I see. And it pushes you off the belt too, right?
It does push you
Okay.
off the belt. Then pushers will push. There are no pushers here. They're all over there. I'll explain those when they happen, so
Things
don't
that
worry.
push us.
Ha! And then the gears will rotate. That's it. So now, the board will fire lasers. Nobody's in the laser path. And all the robots will fire lasers. And we're all
are all going
going
forward.
off into the distance.
Okay, so
nothing
far,
happens.
not exciting.
You just completed your first register phase, and we're going on.
And it's just like our traditional games from the past 4 weeks. Nothing happened first round. So far.
I mean, yes. But we didn't try to make things happen.
I tried. I just
All right. On to register phase 2.
register phase 2.
My highest is 690.
Mine is 720.
All right, so you go first.
All right, so 720 for Hammerbot is going to be moving 2 forward again. So Hammerbot, once again, is going to be struggling up this conveyor belt that's pushing him back.
Twonky's going to be working with the conveyor belt and moving 2 forward.
All right.
Going there. And then I've got 70, so I think you go before me.
Yeah, I've got a 130, which is rotate left. So Zoombot will rotate left.
And then I have already highly misprogrammed things, and I'm going to be rotating left on Hulk. Wait, no, I'm good. Okay, Hulk is going to rotate left. That's it. I'm already confused. This is wonderful.
All
right.
I was hoping you would end up like right here.
Yeah.
Because I was wanting to laser you.
I know, but the conveyor belt I would have to fight against. All right, so conveyor belts will move. First blue, nobody, and then orange.
Boop. Poor Hammerbot.
All right, and then no pushers, and I'm on a gear, and the gear is going to rotate me that way.
That way.
Lasers will fire off. Nobody's in the paths.
Yeah, nobody's in the paths because we got over that way, over that way, over that way, straight forward.
So we're good to go on to the next register phase.
The next register phase. I have got a 740.
I've got a 680 as my highest.
All right, so this is Hammerbot once again. Hammerbot is going faster than Zoombot. This makes no sense. So Hammerbot is moved forward to 1, 2, still fighting this. I did not pay attention to which direction the arrows were going on that.
You just saw the arrows and you're like,
I just
oh.
saw arrows and I was like, oh! I think I looked over at your side of the board and assumed that they were symmetrical.
You're making the classic blunder
Yeah.
of looking to see what your enemy's doing when
And
you
then
need
I
to
was
be
like,
focused.
oh, this is great. I'll hop up here and then it'll shoot me forward and then I'll get way up here and yep.
Yeah. So Hulk is going to move forward to go there.
I got 260, so 540. You're
so
next.
that means Twonky's going forward 1.
All right. So then, and then Zoombot, because I was hoping to just laser him real quick. I was hoping he'd be next to me. Is rotating right again. Now this is what I wanted to plan. I wanted to just laser you real quick, then turn back and start running.
That's
down
what the
that
plan
again.
was?
That's so Zoombot is kind of following the plan. Hammerbot's struggling.
Hammerbot underestimated the powers of conveyor belts.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so speaking of, it's time for some conveyor belt fun. I'm going to be pushed ahead here.
Pushed back 1.
And that's all of the elements. Lasers fire off into nothing.
Yep.
So on to register 4.
Register 4. I've got an 830.
I've got a 580, so 830 goes first.
Woo! So this is Zoombot. Zoombot's activated first this time. So 3 forward for Zoombot.
He is zooming along.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, look at him go. And I've got a...
Oh, no. I've got a 700 next.
So you go both of yours before mine.
So Hammerbot will move 2 forward, finally getting off this conveyor belt.
And going on to the gear.
Just been running forward this whole time. Uh-oh, which way? Oh, that's not good.
Oh, no. Okay, we'll get to that. Mine in succession. Hulk is going to move forward 1. And then Twonky's going to rotate right.
Okay.
Whoop.
All right. So then, oh, actually, that's all right. That's perfect.
Get your conveyor belt's going to save you.
Yes.
All right, so all conveyor belts will move.
Conveyor belt. And then
Gears.
Whoop.
Yep.
Perfect. Just like I planned.
It was all planned. And then, so lasers will fire into nothing, into nothing, into nothing. This one.
At the speed of a Star Wars or G.I. Joe laser, we see it go from here, and then 3 seconds later, it hits here.
So Twonky takes first damage of the game.
Yes.
Now,
Things are happening.
important
See,
information.
this is what I thought you were cheering for. Twonky, not Twonky. Sorry. My bad, Jade.
You know, we need to make a custom robot now.
Twonky.
Twonky. It's just going to be Twonky, but better. So I have taken 1 damage on Twonky. This means from now on, until I heal off that damage, I'm going to receive 1 less card when I get my hand of cards to work
So
with.
normally you get however many cards you have, basically life.
Yep.
And you receive 1 less each time. Oh,
So
nice.
the more damage you do, the worse it's going to be for decision making.
Nice. Or the better, once you get down to where you only have so many cards, then you just slap them all down and let your opponent deal with the timer.
I think we can all now begin to see how this quickly devolves into mayhem. The more damage you take, the more erratic your programming will become.
All right.
All right,
So we got
last
one more.
one more phase.
What are they called again? They're not gear phases.
Register phase.
Register phases.
I've got a high value of 610.
I've got a 750.
So 750 go first.
So once again, Hammerbot will move 2 forward. So this time 1, 2.
Hulk is going to move 1 forward.
I've got a 470. You got a 510.
I've got
so, yep.
Twonky going 1 forward. So I'm at the edge of the map, but I'm chugging along.
And then I've got. Okay, so here I've got Zoombot moving 1 back, but there's somebody behind them.
You will push them.
I push them?
Yep.
So I go like this?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's going to go back to where it was essentially, because conveyor belts will go off and they will both move forward.
Boop.
Hooray! Nobody's on a gear, nobody's by a pusher, so lasers fire off into nothing here.
Nobody's getting lasered
Yes.
this time.
Hammerbot's aimed right here, and I'm one forward. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first round of the game.
That was first.
Did we complete the first round under the time limit?
That was the first round of 67. Are you ready? No.
All right, so we're going to take and we're going to discard.
We discard all of these, right?
Yep. Now would be the time to declare if you're powering down.
Nope.
And if, nobody is, because it doesn't make sense to. And just a reminder, if you were to declare powering down now, you would still act normally, and then next turn you're off.
Okay. So you basically prep the power down.
Exactly. So you might need to act preemptively.
I'm busy repeatedly hitting the button wondering why Windows isn't restarting. That sounds fantastic.
I dealt one less to Twonky. Twonky took
How many
one damage.
is it normally?
9.
9? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
How we doing? How's Twitch chat looking?
There we go.
We are all passionately rooting for Twonky.
I love this. We're going to need to find a way to fit Twonky into one of the packs on Mac the Pack Yak.
So that's what we're going to do from this point on. Whenever we have somebody that everybody passionately cares about, then we're going to try to fit them in one of the pack yaks.
Can we make the subscriber names Twonkies? They join the Twonkies.
You know what we do? We real quick, because we got time, right? Real quick.
We've got more than enough time.
We got so much time.
This point last week, we
started
were
the game
still
already?
explaining what the factions were.
Sean's like, what are you doing? Real quick. All right, so mascot's going to be a pack yak, right?
Yep, it's official. Our mascot is the Pack Yak.
What we do, we'll say it now, we'll make it official. Once we get a subscribe button, our first subscribers will pick some of the stuff that goes into the packs on the yak.
Yeah.
So Twonky is definitely possible. But I don't want to hijack this too much more.
We're not, yeah.
Because Sean's starting to get that
He's
murderous
having a good
smile
time.
on his face.
He's looking. He's at the mercy of us right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We definitely have all the buttons in front of us.
So we going on to
We're on to the
program round
next
2?
one. Programming round 2.
You ready?
Yep. I am ready for them to hear the incoherent babble that we're about to spew.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Twonky's that one, and I don't want to do that with it right away because that is certain death. Certain death. That is also certain death. Oh no, I only have certain death for Twonky. We're going to have to do... Okay.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm putting them face up. We don't want to do that. That's good enough for that. Can you look at something from a different one once you put it down?
Yeah.
Okay. I call shenanigans on these shuffles, Tony.
Stacked the deck knowing that I would receive one less card. Okay.
Tony's mom in the chat.
Oh, I
says
thought
there
I thought
should
you were
be-
turning the timer. I was like, no.
Tony's mom in the chat said there should be a yak bot.
Yakbot.
Yakbot.
Yakbot can be our moderator bot.
Why do I have no move forwards?
Because you didn't shuffle this well, Tony. All the blame is.
Timer's going.
Can you choose not to have something?
You have to have something in every slot.
You have to have something in every slot. What is even fine? Oh my! We're just gonna go with randomness. There we go. Randomness.
Okay, we're done.
I-
All right.
I had nothing, almost nothing but turns. So I'm just gonna have one of those bosses that's gonna spin circles.
I had very similar things. I'm like, oh, I can navigate this narrow stretch easily. I can go, go, go. And then I had no move forwards.
All right, we ready for this? I don't feel as confident as this as last time, and I
It's
didn't
gonna
know
be
what I
great.
was doing last time.
All right, register phase 1.
Register phase 1. My highest is a 590.
I've got 280.
All right, 280. Oh, then 590 is going first.
Yep.
This is ZoomBot is going to move forward 1, which is the only part of everything that I think went according to plan.
Yep. Hulk is going to go right and now face forward.
And then I've got a
And then you got it.
230. So, and then rotate left on Hammerbot. So rotate left.
And then rotate right on Twonky. Whoop.
All right. And then, oh no.
Conveyor
You're
belts.
going to shoot me.
Yep, you go up there.
Hammerbot moves up.
And Gear's turn.
Gear.
Oh, no, you're not on a
there's
gear.
no
I thought you were on a gear. My bad. And now lasers fire. Twonky's going to get revenge.
So Hammerbot takes a point of damage.
Pew!
That's it, right?
That's
With that
it.
one?
So now we go on.
Gear phase 2. He's not even paying attention to what I'm saying.
It's
Not-
register phase 2. I got 670 as my highest.
I have got not that.
Okay, so I'm going to do both mine before yours, it looked like. So Twonky is going to move forward 2. Chug along.
Bring it, Twonky.
And then Hulk is going to move forward 1. So he's just going to go
Hulk
into
is
this
finally off
corridor.
the starting board. I'm proud of you.
He is, and now he's got to navigate this corridor. For the people at home, these
Oh.
yellow lines are walls. You cannot pass through them, so he is facing a yellow line up front, a yellow line to his side, so I needed to get him to go here and then there. At this point, I ran out of turns.
So you know
So
that's
you're
not
gonna
happening.
see me do some disco dancing.
Sweet. 350 is Zoombot is rotating left. So left. And then Hammerbot is rotating right. Right. So that way we can have some shoot-offs here.
I would be scared, but the conveyor belts go and push those two forward.
Okay, that works fine.
I'm not on conveyors. We're not on elements. So lasers fire into nothing. Yeah, and walls do block lasers, just in case that comes into play. So Hulk's laser technically just hits that
They
and
block
does nothing.
lasers?
They do.
Oh.
I didn't see that was there, so you can take that damage off.
Boom! Tony cheating.
Yep.
That's it. We're going to have a cheat count.
Yep.
Whenever, that's what we need. Whenever one of us,
A cheater placard. You
Uh-huh.
gotta wear it now until you cheat.
until I cheat.
We'll pass it back and
Pass
forth.
it back and forth.
All right.
We'll see who has it at the end of the show.
Cheater.
Register phase
It'll be like
3.
It'll be like Flavor Flav, but cheat a cheat. There we are.
Will it be a
Tony.
big
That's what I was
clock
looking-
necklace?
Yeah.
I got 160 as my high.
I've got 730.
You go both before
I
me.
go both before you. All right, so first is Hammerbot. Hammerbot will move forward 2, so 1, 2. And then my next one goes, will be Zoombot, who's forward 1. So 1. Gonna be a lot
Okay.
of just right there.
Hulk's going to rotate right, start his disco dancing.
No, you said you're out of rotates.
I said I only had rotates.
Only had rotates. Okay.
And then we got a U-turn on Twonky. He's going to face the other way. All right, conveyor belts.
So
Go
whoop.
back.
I like being back right where I
And
was.
those are all the elements. Lasers fire into nothing.
Okay.
Moving on.
I don't even know what I put down at this point.
I still want to get left behind.
Well, we got to this point where I'm like, do I have to put stuff down? And Tony's like, yeah. I'm like, doesn't matter anymore.
320.
400.
Go ahead.
So we have Zoombot rotating to the right.
We've
Which-
got Twonky rotating to the right.
And then I've got 20.
Yep.
60.
So
All right,
we've
yep.
got Disco just doing.
At this point, you know, it might almost be better putting them into the pit and just respawning.
No,
Almost.
thank you.
Yeah. Hammerbot is going to U-turn because that was the best option of what I had left
I feel that.
for wherever I was.
Nobody's on elements. Lasers fire into nowhere, so we move on.
Last one of this chaotic mess.
Got 760.
I've got 600, so 760's first.
Twonky's gonna jump 2 spaces forward and go
Boom,
there.
boom. All right, so then I've got 600 for Zoombot. Zoombot has moved forward 1.
Okay. I've got 50 as my last one.
I've got 90. So then Hammerbot is going to shoot Zoombot in the butt here in a minute because rotating left. I should have cared a little more.
Oops. And we're just going to now face and set up for the next time. We're done dancing.
All right. So then conveyor
Conveyor belt.
belts and lasers. I'm shooting
Shooting your own
Zoombot
man.
in the back.
All right.
All right.
That's the end of the gear phase.
It's the end of the gear phase.
End of the register phase.
I still stick with 67 turns at the rate we're making it at the moment.
I mean, I love the fact that we retconned me shooting you only to realize that you are going to shoot yourself. All right, I'm going to give these a shuffle up. Do a terrible job of shuffling if you want to mix those together as well. All right, so 2 rounds in. How are you feeling, Jolly?
I understand the game and have no confidence we're going to make it anywhere.
We're still spinning.
Seeing for those at home, looking at the board, our first objective is not far off.
It's not far off, but it's through conveyor belts and us having to manage things. So,
Oh no, management.
You say that now. Here in 4 turns when we're all like over here somehow. And Hulk is still right there.
And I would like to point out that there is a pit precariously positioned right
all you
behind.
But all you have to do is end one of the gear phases on top of this, right?
Yes, we have to end one of the register phases.
So, but if you overshoot it, tough luck, right? Okay. So
There you go.
I need 9 and 8 because I have damage on one, right? 1,
Correct.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Let's see how these look.
Okay, ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Program.
Oh, that works. And then, all right. I feel like we're being more quiet this time. I gotta see.
I'm trying to strategize.
I gotta even. I'm almost forgetting which way we're turned sometimes. Actually, yeah, that works. Do that. Do that. Do that.
Okay.
Do that.
Okay.
Do this.
Okay.
Ha!
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You're on time, Tony. Borrowed time. Come on.
I have this in the bag. It's fine. I'm done programming.
Good. About time.
Good.
All right. So let's do this.
Let's make it in. Round 3.
Round 3,
First
gear phase 1.
register phase.
I have got a 700.
I've got an 8, 10, and a 730.
Then you go.
All right, so Twonky is going to move forward 3. Going to go 1, 2, 3.
Oh, did you plan things out well? With
I
Twonky?
think I did. And then Hulk's going to move forward 2 and hop onto this conveyor belt.
All right, so I've got Zoombot moving forward 2. 1, 2. And then I've got Hammerbot rotating left.
So you stop shooting yourself in the butt.
Sorry, stop shooting myself in the butt.
When you shoot yourself?
What's that?
Does damage count when you shoot yourself?
Yep.
Damage does not care who's shooting as long as you shoot something. Alrighty.
Next.
Board elements go.
Board elements. Back 1.
No rotations. Lasers go nowhere.
Yep.
And so now we move on to the next.
Next one. I have a 690.
I've got a 420.
Ooh, I've got 690 and 480. So mine will go and then yours will go. All
Yep.
right, so Zoombot is going to move forward 2 again. Just to get up here enough that way. And then Hammerbot will back up 1.
Ooh. We've got
Back those dumps up.
Twonky rotating right.
Oh, no.
And then we've got the Hulk rotating left.
Okay. Then we have board elements, conveyor,
Conveyor.
which means your laser will no longer hit me.
Was it going to? Oh, yes.
going to.
I see that one.
Yep.
Wasn't even looking there. Next.
Next, highest I have is a 400.
I've got a 660 and a 590, so I'll go, then you go.
So you go.
So Twonky
Oh, look at that.
is moving forward 1. Now I need to stay here after all the board elements do things, which I don't see why it wouldn't at this point.
Yeah.
And then Hulk's going to go forward 1.
All right. So then I've got Hammerbot is rotating to the right, and Zoombot is rotating to the left. Oh no!
Oh no!
I didn't quite plan that out well enough. I thought I had enough clearance, but nope, not quite.
Board elements. So
Womp, womp,
conveyor
womp.
belt.
Yep.
Zoombot goes and is in front of a wall.
Yep.
And then Hulk is going to be rotated to the left.
And then no lasers hit anybody, and you put your spawn point there now, right?
Yep, so I'm there at the end of the phase. So now, my spawn,
Oh, we put it underneath of it, not on top of it?
you want to go underneath it because you want to see that little gear symbol.
Okay.
Notably,
mean you-
I'm also
you
on top
repair?
of a gear symbol, so Twonky will repair the 1 damage that it took.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, that's
Next,
it. We're going on to the next because we keep on going. I
So
may
4.
have done that, but I still need to keep on doing things.
All right.
I've got 530 and 440.
I've got 570, 520.
So you go, I go. You go, I go.
So Hammerbot moves 1 forward. You go.
And I believe that Hulk is going to go forward 1.
And then this is where I misjudged a little bit. I was thinking I'd be 1 further up, and I'd be able to move off the conveyor belt, but 1 forward. So
Bonk.
bonking off of that.
Bonk. And then Twonky is going to do
Back
a
up.
backup. I'm going to just beep, beep, get off of there.
All right. So then conveyor belt elements.
Conveyor belts.
Whoop.
Whoop.
And no lasers hit anybody.
No lasers. So, moving on.
Last one. I have got a 560 and a 550.
You go first.
All right, so the 560 is Zoombot moving 1. And then the 550 is Hammerbot moving 1.
Okay. We have Twonky rotating left, eyeing down the rest of the field, and the Hulk is rotating right.
All right.
And if you'll astutely look and see, wait, no, hold on. Board elements.
Board elements. No, you're
I go over.
over, up.
I was going to shoot myself in the butt, and then we keep on forgetting. The board gets a turn.
I didn't forget. You
I
almost
forgot.
forgot.
But I didn't. All right, lasers, they fire into nowhere. So,
All right. So Tony's gotten to the first point, and
Pointed out.
yep, Tony's
So-
gotten to the first point right there. So that's where his spawn point for Twonky is.
Yep.
So if Twonky goes down in Fiery Blaze, he can respawn there. But Hulk still respawns back here, right?
correct.
But now you can send anybody to point 2.
Correct. The second one that I'm going to be shooting for is the far one way back there. So I'm going to be having to navigate this maze of conveyor belts here to see how well I can pull that off. And they've also got pushers. So I'll say this, pushers, they do exactly what they say. They push you 1 forward or in the direction they're going, but they only activate on certain register phases, which are marked on those pushers.
Okay, so it looks like 2, 4, 1, 3, 5, 2, 4. It looks like it's either 2 and 4 or 1, 3, and 5, right?
That is correct.
All right. So then we discard what we've got.
We deal out some more cards.
We deal out more cards and do it again. This, you should give me
Hey,
half a deck so I can count out mine at the same time.
You know, a smart person would do that.
9.
Now, this game plays up to 8 players. We're technically playing at 4 right now because each of us controls 2 bots.
Okay.
So if you can imagine this game with 8 people programming 8 different robots to try and take care of these, this game gets very, very messy and fun, and all of your best laid plans are out the window. That's one of the reasons why I love it. You don't need to think too much.
You don't really think. I feel like you think a lot. You just end up disappointed.
Alrighty, we ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Oh, good.
and then the conveyor belt, and then I, okay. And then the conveyor belt again. I need to do that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Huh? 1, huh?
I have so many turns.
Right.
And I'll move forwards. So we're playing this game. Let's put him down.
Okay. I don't have time to really verify that that's correct, so I'm moving on.
Yeah, you do. You got all the time in the
Oh,
world,
no,
Tony.
no, I don't.
All
Listen
the time
here.
in the world,
Listen
Tony.
here, my good man. Don't want to do that. But I do want to do...
Except for now, it's only that much time in the world, Tony.
Oh, no.
Is it a whole minute?
It's 30 seconds.
It's fine, Tony. You got a whole minute.
Yeah.
Don't feel stressed at all.
I'm feeling stressed. There we go. That's my program.
All right. So we ready to start?
Yeah, I believe so.
So
Number 1. I've got 8:30 and 7:50.
both of yours go first.
Okay, Twonky is speeding along.
What?
Going 1, 2, 3 forward. And then after that, we've got Hulk X90 going forward 2, getting off of this conveyor belt that would have killed him.
Would have killed him.
I would have been pushed off of the board.
Oh, you could get pushed off the board?
Yes, you can. It's just like falling into a pit.
I did not know that.
The more you know.
I have a 650, so Harrowbot's going to move 1 forward. And then we've got Zoombot rotating 1 to the right.
Okay. Board elements.
Whoop, whoop.
And lasers go nowhere. So, moving on.
Moving on.
I've got 820 and 840.
You go first with both of them again.
Okay, so Hulk is going to go forward 3, 1, 2, 3. And then Twonky is going to go forward 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right. I have Hammerbot going first, moving forward 2, 1, 2. And Zoombot moving forward 1.
Okay, I'm going to move this camera up a little bit because we're no longer needing to see this front board for now. Alrighty, conveyor belts. I go that way.
Go this way.
And I go that way.
All right. No lasers going at anybody, right? Because we're all facing forward.
That's correct.
All right.
Moving on.
Next
Tony,
round.
What's your other robot's name?
What's my what?
Hulk.
Other robot.
Not Twonky.
I've got Hulk
Not
X.
Twonky's perfect.
No, I've got Twonky and not Twonky.
Not Twonky.
I've got Hulk X90.
Thank you.
I did not pick these names.
Twonky and not Twonky.
Twonky
is
and
more
not Twonky.
appropriate.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to refer to it as not Twonky going forward. Okay,
So you had all the move forward stuff.
I did.
Fantastic.
Twonky is zoom in. I've got 720.
I've got not
No.
720.
So Twonky's going to go 2 more forward.
All right. I have got a 630. Yes,
Yeah.
630 will go next. So
Both of yours will
Zoombot is going to move 1 forward. And then Hammerbot will move 1 forward.
Hulk is going to rotate right.
Oh.
There's going to be something fun that happens here because board elements happen. So first, blue goes,
So 1, 2.
and then orange goes. Yeah. And then gears go,
Oh, so we shoot each other. Yeah.
and then lasers fire.
2.
Hulk
Zoombot's taking more
X90.
damage.
We go and we say, hello, slap, slap.
It's not slap, it's pew pew.
It's pew pew.
Zoom zoom.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, for Hulkbot, you're really tiny compared to Zoombot.
small but mighty. Okay,
Next.
next.
All right, I've got a 300.
700s for both.
You go.
So we've got Twonky speeding forward 2.
Got the most I had 1, 2. I had 1 move forward 2 out of all
And
my
then
stuff.
Hulk X90 is going to go forward 2 and push you onto that conveyor belt.
Ah. Zoombot is going to rotate one left because all I had were rotate lefts at that point.
And
All I had left were rotate lefts at that point.
that's where you start disco dancing.
And then rotate right for Hammerbot.
Okay. Conveyor belts will go. First blue.
First blue.
So if you're going around corners, you will be turned as you go. So you actually now face that way.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Face that way.
go face that way.
Then we go back this way.
And lasers fire.
And
Nothing happens.
A lot of nada. And last.
And last,
Well, you know what? At least with the way things went down, Zoombot will be facing the correct way. My highest is 80, by the way, which is probably not as high as at least one of
no, Hulk X90 is going to go one forward.
yours. This is fantastic.
Are you taking a U-turn?
Oh, with Zoombot, but not yet. Hammerbot's first at an 80. So rotate right.
And then I've got Twonky hitting a rotate left.
And then I've got a... Okay, yep. So then U-turn
U-turn?
with Zoombot.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah!
All right, so we've got conveyor belts. So you've already been turned as you enter that space, so you just go.
That's two. What are we
Yep,
two?
two. Thank
Stop.
you. Cheating.
He's keeping.
Cheating.
The cheaters.
I go
medallion.
over there, and we both are pushed back.
And then lasers.
And then, yes, Hulk X90 gets lasered for pushing you out of the way.
See, this is what happens when you push Zoombot.
Indefinitely. This will always happen when you push Zoombot.
It's just how it's one of the rules of the game. I see it right here. Push Zoombot, get pewed.
You see, but right underneath it, Jolly loses. It's on the cards, people.
That's how it's looking on the board too.
Yes, so looking at the state, Twonky is lined up. As long as I can get a move forward 2, I'll be fine.
All I need you to do is get the cards that you've been dealing me, and you won't get to move anywhere.
Yes, it's true. All right,
So these them?
those are them.
I'm gonna to give you all the good cards by dealing myself cards first this time. The one time that they've been shuffled good, so. There we go. See? Oh, look at this. We can go boom further up the board now.
Okay.
So we don't even have to really move it like that. We can just stay on the cusp of the action. One,
So are
two,
people
three,
still
four,
on the side of
five,
Twonky,
six,
or have they
seven.
realized that?
I don't think people are gonna give up on
The
Twonky.
chat is actually a Twonky fan club now.
I was about to say,
It's a
I was about to say,
Twonky
if I came into this out of the names here, Twonky would definitely be the one.
I would like to formally give credit for Twonky to our producer Jade. She came over, asked about the different names, and requested that I play as Twonky. So, everyone, thank Jade. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for Twonky, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Hulk X90.
Hulk and Zoombot just beating up on each other in the back.
Here's a timer
They're
for
the
when that
exciting
goes.
ones. All right, we ready?
3, 2, 1,
Go.
go. Okay. Doing that. Doing that.
No, Tony, we're not falling for that trick again.
Doing that. Doing that. And I don't know where that will leave things, so I'm going to do
more, Tony.
that. All right, Hulk, work with me here, bud. Go in. We just go in there, and I don't want to do that.
Yes, you do.
I want to do that.
Foolish, Tony, you want to do that. Because it's timer time, Tony.
Ha ha! Right where I wanted to be.
In timer time. Just spinning around circles and going backwards.
Yes, you see? Which way did I turn? Oh no. Okay, I can't pick up the card. Okay, so no, I want to go that,
Better hurry.
and then
you
I
better
want to
hurry.
do that,
Tony,
and then I
Tony,
want to
Tony,
do that.
no.
Okay.
Good job, Tony. I feel like this should be like a 10-second timer for 2 players.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
I don't at all.
Alrighty.
Embrace the chaos, Tony.
To give people, before we go into this phase, where people are, we have Zoombot, we've got Hulk X90, we've got Hammerbot, and then we've got Twonky.
All right. So,
Register
you ready?
phase 1.
Register phase 1. I've got a 670 as my highest.
730.
So, yep.
So Twonky is moving 2 forward.
Of course, you got the 2 forward.
I did. I managed to get the 2. Twonky rests on the flag.
All right. So, first is Hammerbot moving 2 forward. 1, 2.
Okay, we'll get to that. Hulk X90 is going to go 1 forward.
And Zubot's going to turn left.
So the way I'm reading the board right now, Hammerbot and Twonky are putting in the work.
Well,
we got the 2 derps down here just doing things.
my derp is trying to serve a purpose of getting here so that way I can actually do something with
so
point 2.
you get the setup and you go and you tag this and then tag that.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yep, and
All
you
right.
have to do them in order.
Yep.
So if Hammerbot gets there first, nothing happens. All right, so
Elements?
elements, conveyor belts first.
Push. Okay, no conveyor belts, right? Nope. you got a
Yes,
conveyor
conveyor
belt.
belt. Whoop. And then it is
push.
register phase 1. That
Yep.
one activates on 1, so you'll go back. And that is all the elements. Lasers go nowhere. So, Twonky tags flag number 2. And so I'm just going to put that up there to note it.
You got to put it under it, Tony.
It's going to be awkward. I'm
Gotta
not going to
put
do it.
under it, Tony.
Not gonna do it.
Tony, you've cheated enough
Cheating
already.
so much. Big fat cheater. How
You don't deserve that Twonky.
I don't deserve Twonky?
No. I said it.
Excuse me.
I said it. He won't even acknowledge that Twonky owns that point at
You
the
say I
moment.
don't acknowledge it. I fully know that
No.
Twonky is putting in
Twonky
work.
deserves its little nameplate to be underneath that point to acknowledge that it has gotten there. There we go. See?
Excuse me for
cannot-
trying
you
to
can-
speed along the process of
You
playing the game.
cannot mistreat Twonky like that,
I
Tony.
had our producers in mind, but you know, whatever.
I had our fans and Twonky in mind.
I don't think you did.
Twonky fan club, you are welcome. Twonky got what Twonky deserved.
He's trying to get you on his side. Don't fall for it.
No, I'm saying
Current
root for
trending
Twonky.
hashtag is Twonky deserves better.
See?
Trending in
It's
3 different viewers.
It's number
Twonky.
I
All right. I would like take this time to formally apologize to Twonky and all Twonky lovers.
Yeah, that's right.
Twonky did deserve better, and I have corrected the error of the ways, but the damage is irreparable, and it is there, and I am so sorry.
It's all right.
I have to change Twonky's smiley face to a frowny face.
That's
Just take and rotate the faceplate so it's upside down.
Womp,
Womp
womp.
womp. All right.
You see, as long as I'm here, I want to make sure Twonky gets the best treatment possible, even though Twonky is my opponent. Because that's the kind of person I am.
It's
Looking
called
out for Twonky.
sportsmanship. Look it up.
Okay.
All right, we ready for the next one? Now that Twonky got what
What's-
Twonky deserves.
Did we do everything?
Yeah, we did the board elements, because you moved up one, I got pushed, and we finally
Yeah.
convinced you to give Twonky credit for what Twonky earned right over there. Ready?
Yes, I'm good.
I got a 770.
I'm going to send in my retirement notice. I believe I have been canceled.
You thought not painting models was bad. Disrespecting Twonky is worse.
Don't try to take away the attention from unpainted models. That is a cardinal sin on this show.
Hey,
It's still a pressing issue. There can
it's
be
still a
multiple
pressing issue.
issues.
But I'm saying there is no Twonky warning. You're just done.
All right. So next, I've got 590 as my
I've
high.
got 770 and 640.
You're
so
gonna
both of
go-
mine go first.
yep.
So Zoombot is going to go 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to do move 1 with Hammerbot, which you can tell at this point I misjudged my first move because now I'm just going to keep on getting pushed back.
Yep, because the conveyor belts move before the pusher,
Uh-huh.
so it didn't push you on and then move you on the conveyor belt.
Nope.
Okay. We've got the Twonkster rotating right,
Rotating right. Okay.
and then we've got Hulkbot going forward 1.
All right.
What's up? What's going on back behind that?
Chill out. Chill out, Anthony Robert Charles Maggio.
You getting caught out by your parents.
Was that mom or my wife? Or my dad?
Or all 3.
It's all 3.
That's how much you've messed
I
up.
apologized.
All 3. All right. Board elements, right? Conveyor belts.
Sure.
The only one conveyor
Listen
belt.
here,
might
Anthony
win
Robert
this
Charles
game, but I-
Maggio.
I'm sorry, what?
Your mom is very upset with you right now.
Even though I apologized, I owned up to what I
We
did.
do have a 1.5-minute delay, so
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you know what?
Even if I win this game, I'm pretty sure I've already lost.
Yeah. You're going to have to dedicate the win to Twonky just to hope for any kind of recovery.
We're gonna have to take and give Twonky a fresh paint job.
You know what?
I'll have to do it because you'll never get around to it.
Yeah, Tony. After this, you're gonna. What we need to do is, we need an $8 donation so we could get Twonky a certified Twitter account.
Official at Twonky.
Yep. All right. So
I
conveyor
deserve
belt,
better.
and then getting pushed. And it'll just be about the tweets every day. Will just be about how Tony mistreats Twonky.
This is the look of a defeated man.
See.
We're moving on to the next register phase.
All right. Oh man, I really messed up with Hammerbot.
I'm not upset about you making that proclamation. Okay, 520 is my high. 790 is yours.
Move forward 3. Boom.
And then 2 bonks.
And then 2 bongs.
Oh, jolly.
Uh-huh. That's all right. It's giving Zoombot enough time to get to this one.
Twonky is going to move forward 1.
All right. Then I have a 320 as my next one, which is going to beat Hulkbot.
Yep.
So rotate right.
And then rotate left.
All right. Then we get elements.
Yep. Yours is going to push you back.
That's not good.
Push. Conveyor belts first. We just did those, right?
Yep.
Okay, yep. So you get pushed back,
Boo.
and then I get pushed out.
All
Because
right.
register phase 3 for those.
Yep.
Lasers do. Uh-oh.
Yep. I shoot Hammerbot.
There's nothing blocking the way.
I blame Hammerbot for that one, though. Zoombot's right where I wanted Zoombot to be. Hammerbot has not been where I wanted Hammerbot to be.
Hammerbot does deserve a better controller. This is just straight
Zoombot
abuse.
and Hammerbot get what they get.
Oh my gosh.
We are talking about
That is-
wonky rights here.
I don't care about my men.
I care about Twonky getting what Twonky deserves. Hammerbot, Zoombot, fend for yourself.
that's like calling yourself to fend for yourself.
What do you think I'm trying to do? I am trying to fend for myself here, and it's not doing.
Okay, we're moving on to the next register phase.
All right. Next one. Finally, I'm going to turn Hammerbot in a good direction.
570.
You go.
Okay, Twonky goes forward 1. Woo!
All right. I've got 490 is my next
480, so you go.
Oh, so I just go. Zoombot is going to move forward 1.
And then the Hulk X90 is going to back up.
Ooh. And then Hammerbot's going to rotate, which is still not great because I am still in my line of fire over there. But at least I'll start moving in the proper direction, I guess.
Yep. And conveyor belts.
Conveyor belts.
Twonky's zooming along,
taking off.
looking at that third flag.
Hammerbot moving forward 1. No other elements.
Oh no.
And I'm shooting Hammerbot again with Zoombot.
As you tell your own men to
Boo.
get out of the way. Mm-hmm. All right, last register.
Last register.
And did I do this correctly? I did not.
Yes! Oh, wait a minute. Did not do it correctly
I
for
was
Hulk
supposed to
or-
have turned that way. No, I did it correctly for Twonky. Twonky
that's
is
what's
the best
important.
boy.
All right,
Uh,
so I got a 760.
810.
All
Hulk's
right.
going to go forward 3.
That's fine. You just cut him over this way and shortcut to that one.
You see, Go ahead. Anyway, 600
He's
is my
like,
next
you
one.
see it? That's a good idea. That's what he thinks.
Plan all along.
So, Zoombot's moving forward 2.
There you go. Getting
1,
that flag.
2. Finally, I'm getting the flag 1. And moving forward 1. Man, Zoombot's just going to destroy Hammerbot.
You definitely skipped Twonky's turn there.
What? I thought you already moved Twonky.
No, I didn't. Twonky deserves better than that, Jolly.
Look, good.
All right,
I'm
he goes
glad
forward
I'm
1.
glad you're finally standing up for Twonky.
All right, Twonky is on the blue, so he's going to go forward 2 and then rotate.
Hammerbot forward 1. No more other board elements except for Zoombot shooting Hammerbot in the butt even more.
Oh, no.
3 times. 3 times.
You got to do something about that next turn.
I am. I'm going to eventually destroy Hammerbot and he can respawn back here.
And go for the 4th one.
And go for the 4th one as I stumble for the next hour towards the 2nd one. All right, so
Point out on the board what's going on.
Alrighty, so we are at the end of the round here, and how things have worked out is Twonky has been an MVP, and he's gone tagged flag number 1 and flag number 2. And
even though
he's
you didn't
working
want
his
to give
way
him
over
credit
there.
for flag number 2.
I did give him credit, just not the proper credit. We've got Hammerbot going, setting up to tag flag 2, but 1 has not been tagged by Team Jolly yet, but we're hoping that
It will get
Zoombot will get
until
there.
you don't give me any. I'll get nothing but left turns, which is fine because I'll spend the first 4 rotating left and then I'll move forward my 1.
Make sure you shoot yourself several times.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hulk X90 is over here. He's been jamming. He's just been jamming.
So that means we're ready for next. Right?
That does mean we're ready for next.
Here, Tony. There's half for you to get some of your cards.
I appreciate you handing me half. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many cards did Hammerbot get?
Hammerbot gets 6 cards.
Is he punishing Hammerbot for being a good boy?
Hammerbot's not really being a good boy. Hammerbot's just trying to be up there, not doing much.
Justice.
If I
Justice
could,
for Hammerbot.
I would give Twonky Hammerbot 6 cards if I could.
All right, moving on. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Let's see. I need. Oh, thank good. Oh, nope. I almost messed that up, Tony. What?
I needed to figure out which way was.
I was waiting for something like that to happen. I don't have as many decisions, Tony, so you better hurry. Where's the timer at? Timer!
Oh
Timer!
no! Okay. Okay.
Oh, Tony.
Oh,
At you next
Tony!
one. Second
See,
turn, too.
my ultimate strategy was just to shoot one of my robots so many times that I don't have decisions, and I just put those cards down in a random order because it doesn't matter anymore. It's fantastic. Tony, oh, you're almost out, you're almost out, you're almost out. Quick, think hard. Think.
There we go.
think. Oh, you made it, just barely.
I got my rights and my lefts confused. It's all backwards. Everything's gone wrong.
All right, are we ready for this?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Register phase 1. I've got a 660 and a 180.
I got 540
All right.
and 360.
So the
You, me,
660.
you.
So Hammerbot moves forward 1 to there.
Okay. Let's see. Twonky is going to go forward 1, if you wouldn't mind.
For
Thank
Twonky,
you.
yes.
And then Hulk X90 is going to rotate right. There we go.
All right. And then Zoombot rotates right.
Okay.
Next.
Conveyor belts.
No, we got 2. We got 2 going. We got Twonky going 1, 2. And we've got Hammerbot moving here,
And he'll
which
turn.
turns him that direction.
Correct.
All right. So next
Next.
phase. I've got a 560 and a 550.
820 and a 300. So
Eight-
me, you, me. Hulk X90 is going to go forward 2, 3.
All right. And then I've got Zoombot moving forward 1. Look at this. We're actually claiming a point. And Tony's like, that's what you thought. Let me tell you about rule number 47.
Allow me to state that if your opponent is 2 spaces ahead and you're claiming your first one, you automatically get put. Okay, anyway. You get to go again.
And moving 1 forward, Hammerbot.
Gotcha. Alrighty. And finally, that means that Twonky is going to rotate to the right, which will be this way.
All right.
Conveyor belts.
Conveyor belts.
1, 2. 1. And gears. 1.
And
Lasers.
well, and then lasers.
And then
no lasers. And then
Tag the flag.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give Zoombot recognition and put this under it where it belongs, like you should for your robot every time.
You're right, Jolly. I'm glad that we have reached this consensus together.
Good. All right, next one.
Yes.
I have a 700.
I have an 830.
Then you
Hulk X90 is going to go forward 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So even though he passed through a laser line, he wasn't on that space when the lasers fired.
So the laser lines only impact you if it's laser fire time.
Correct.
Okay. I have got a 700, so that's going to be Zoombot moving forward 2. So 1, 2. And
I've got a 30, so I think you
a
go again.
270. So rotate left, Hammerbot. And 30.
That would be
Twonky.
a U-turn for Twonky.
Facing like that?
Yep.
Okay. So then
conveyor
conveyor belts, Twonky's
1, 2.
moving on down that way. Hammerbot moves that way, and I think that's it.
That is it.
No lasers hitting anyone.
No
Nope.
gears, no tags, so we move on.
Moving on. I have got a 350 and a 350 and 330.
I've got an 800 and a 500.
You go, sir.
Okay, Hulk X90. We're going to need to back up again.
Back that camera up. There we go.
All right, Hulk X90 is going to go forward 3 once more. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
And then Twonky is going to go forward 1.
That's
There is
dirty.
a request from chat to make more robot sounds, so just putting that out there.
This will be noted and taken under consideration.
I got you, chat. Beep, bop, boop.
1101001010101100110. Okay.
That's my favorite song. I think Bender sang that once, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a whole
Yep.
episode where Bender sang.
Zoombot is rotating left. And then Hammerbot is rotating left.
Interesting.
I didn't have anything else for Hammerbot except
Oh,
for
so he's just gonna
rotations.
do some disco
while
dancing.
moving down that conveyor belt.
All right. Moving on.
All right, I've got a 690.
I've got 410, 340, and this is where I got my things wrong, I think.
Yes! Because Tony's really close. If he would snag this and then snag that really quickly, the game would be over. And Tony, you'd make my 67-turn game a lie.
We wouldn't want to make you a liar now, would we?
No, because then I'd have to take the cheater medallion that I don't actually have yet. 690's got it, right?
Yeah, you got it.
So moving 2 forward, 1, 2. So now in front of a wall. And then you got it before my 200.
Okay, so Twonky is going to rotate left instead of rotating right.
Not horrible.
And then we're going to rotate right instead of rotating left. He's backwards, sir.
Yeah.
So he's gonna rotate that
there
way.
we go.
Thus the... Okay.
All right, and then
I failed once, but I got it the
And then
second time.
rotating right for Hammerbot. So facing back the
Okay. And then we got conveyor belts.
conveyor belts, which that's the only one, right?
Yep, everyone else is in this clear.
Okay, and that's
All right, that's the end of the round.
Recap the board.
Recapping the board. So we've got the first flag tagged by Team Jolly with Zoombot getting in some work after shooting your own Hammerbot in the back several
Zoombot's
times.
doing all the work, all the pew-pews, beep-bop, boop-bops, tagging stuff.
We've got Hammerbot poised to tag the second flag and get Jolly back in the race here. And then we've got Twonky, everyone's favorite, who deserves more. Is facing the wrong way, but easily correctable, I'd say.
You're not in a bad spot.
Not in a bad spot. So I'm primed for both Twonky and then Hulk X90 to close us out. We'll see if that actually is how this goes.
Actually, if you want to get fancy with Twonky, what you need are 2 backups, because then you back it up. Because that's a 2, you won't get pushed out, and then you back it up.
We're going to take a short break.
And in style,
We'll see you guys in
you're
about
on
5
number 3.
minutes.
am Jollybot, and this is Tony.
11011011101110001001100.
Yes, rock our transistors, Tony. All right, so we're back. This is Jolly, and that's Tony.
Beep boop.
We're playing Robo Rally.
Zoom,
and,
zoom.
Yeah, and Tony's
Error.
Tony's looking
404.
like he's probably going to crush me in this game.
Playing
but we're
not
gonna
found.
See. So Tony,
Error.
TonyBot,
Error.
TonyBot 101.
Shutdown sequence. Initiate. Okay, anyway.
All right, so go ahead and give everybody a recap of where we're on the board before we do our next and possibly last programming phase.
Yeah, so we are Team Tony with Twonky and Hulk X90 have tagged flags number 1 and 2. We've got Team Jolly with Zoombot and Hammerbot has tagged number 1 and are primed for tagging number 2. So we're going to go into the next round and we're going to see if we can close this out or if we're going to keep on going.
Keep on going on.
Everything could go terribly wrong and I lose Twonky for some reason and that would force me to have to go. We're hoping that doesn't happen.
You hear this blasphemy that Tony says about the Book of Twonky?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards for Twonky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards for Hulk X90.
All right, these are the cards we have left?
Yep.
All right,
Ready?
ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Go! Oh, I gotta remember who's who. Timer, Tony.
Do it for Twonky.
Ah! Look at this.
Oh, look at these.
Look at this. He's not even done with his first robot. Come on.
Ah!
He's having analysis paralysis.
No! Oh, that's going to be terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay.
And we've got time.
Oh!
Does this mean Hulk doesn't get to move at all?
No, so what this means
You
is
have to
you get to randomly place Hulk's orders.
All right. So that one's there, pulling from the bottom there, 4, 5. There we go. We got 5 random orders.
I didn't get good cards for Twonk. I didn't get what I needed.
Don't worry, it'll all work out for Hulk. Hulk has exactly what he needs right there. Just in the wrong
Imagine
order.
if he did. Gosh.
I'd be proud of my random
We're
powers.
gonna go on forever now.
We're
All
gonna
right.
continue to stream and run to a gas station and buy a lottery ticket of
Register phase. Uno.
register phase 1.
770.
You go first. I have a 710.
Okay, so Hulk's first totally planned move is 2 forward, which isn't terrible.
No, not terrible. That's right. 710's what
You
I
go.
got.
You go twice.
So this is going to be Hammerbot moving forward 2. So 1, 2.
And then you go again.
And then rotate left for Zoombot.
And then Twonky will rotate left.
Rotate left.
Yes.
All right.
Next, nope.
Conveyor
nope.
belts.
Conveyor belts.
So
You
we
go and you turn.
1,
You turn the other way.
2. Is it the other way?
Yep.
What says?
So you maintain your bearing. So as you go into this one, you would turn like that. Did you not know that?
No, I thought you turned the direction of the arrow.
So your robot did turn that direction of the arrow. So from your facing, since
okay, I see what
you're
saying.
backwards,
No, that's fine though, because
Okay.
literally I do nothing but turning circles because I have no more move forwards.
as
So,
you're taken further and further
I know.
away from flag 2.
I literally had nothing to get me off of that point.
Okay, so this is just the filler round before the ultimate finale.
I've got a 740.
You're going, then I'm going.
So Zoombot moves forward 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
And that's as planned because I had one move forward card.
Hulk X90's totally planned move is a turn left.
This is going to end up working out for Hulk. Watch this. That'd be hilarious.
Too bad Twonky's not going to tag 3.
What's your next? 60?
Yep.
So rotate left for Hammerbot. So Hammerbot rotates left.
And then Twonky U-turns while you're there.
Then Twonky U-turns. All right. And then we have conveyor belts, right?
Correct.
So 1, 2.
Farther and farther away.
Farther and farther away.
Next phase.
Next one. I've got a 460 as my highest.
The 310.
All right. So we're going to back up because that's the only way I could get onto that conveyor belt was to move 2 past it and then back up 1.
Okay. Hulk is going to rotate left again.
Mm-hmm.
And then Twonky is going to rotate right.
Right. And then I'm going to U-turn with Hammerbot.
Got to get off that. Got to get off.
It's not
It's
going to
just
happen.
dancing.
It's not going to happen. So conveyor belts moving 2 further down, moving 1 that way.
Alrighty. And that's it. Nobody's lined up for shots.
No, not yet.
All right, moving on. 400's my high.
400's your high. Yeah, you got it. 280's my high.
Okay, Hulk X90 is going to rotate right.
There we go.
Not terrible for the Hulk. 10's my last one, so you go
10's the last
twice.
one? Okay, so I've got Zoombot is rotating to the right, and we're rotating to the left of Hammerbot.
Okay, conveyor belts. So you'll move. Well, I missed Twonky.
Well,
Sorry,
Twonky is
Twonky U-turns.
U-turns. There we go.
All right. So you'll go in.
Like
You'll
that.
be forced to
like
face
that.
away. Yep.
Okay. And last phase, right?
Yep. I'm looking over everything, and that is correct. Okay. So it's just like I said. This makes things interesting. 690 is my high.
750 is mine.
So go ahead.
So moving 2 forward with Zoombot, 1, 2.
Oh, I see. I see what's happening. You're now having Zoombot pick up the slack.
Yeah.
While you're sending
With my movements, I was
Hammerbot
like,
to
we're just going to let
prime for
we're just
3.
going to let Hammerbot just ride out the rail.
Okay, Hulk X90 goes forward 2.
All right.
This is
Still
not
horrible.
terrible. And then 550.
550.
Yep.
Yep.
All
You
right.
got it.
Twonky's gonna go forward 1,
1.
which is not good, I believe.
Not terrible. You're going to get pushed out onto that and move down 2. So.
Yep.
And then that means rotate right for Hammerbot. And then we've got conveyor belts, right? Oh,
Yep.
no. Yeah, conveyor belts first. So 1 like that, 2, and 1, 2,
And then 1.
and 1.
And then I'm pushed out, I believe, because that's a 5
Yep.
round.
So that's where we are at the moment.
And then lasers fire.
Lasers fire. So you shoot Hammerbot.
I do shoot Hammerbot.
Yeah.
Twonky over there
And
is
that's all that
aiming
happens, yeah.
and hitting
So Hammerbot gets shot.
again.
Again. Hammerbot's
Here
easier
we
at this
go.
point.
All right, taking cards off.
Review the board.
Review of the board is Tony had analysis paralysis when the timer was presented to him. So
I was able to program Twonky, but I was not able to properly program Hulk and
Well,
got randomized
you
to a great position.
got randomized, so not a bad position. He ended up from like over here to just right here instead of someplace horrible.
Twonky couldn't recover from its position and ended up on a blue conveyor belt.
Which isn't too bad because this is where Twonky wants to go. Hammerbot had no moves to get off the belt, so just did circles. And the plan is Hammerbot's coming over towards 3 and Zoombot's going over towards 2 because of how my movement cards were. So we're ready for next phase, right?
Yep, let's go for it.
More robot sounds, Tony.
Beep boop bop, bididip bop boop beep.
Tony, what does Twonky sound like?
What's Twonky?
So Twonky has multiple sounds. When Twonky like hits a wall or is displeased by the actions of its master, it goes twonk. When it's happy, it goes twonk, twonk, twonk.
When does it put the E on the end, the Twonky?
That's when it wins. It goes twonky.
Okay, there we go.
Ah.
All right, are we
You
ready,
ready?
Tony?
Yep, and go.
Let's see.
Alrighty, so I'm actually getting to program Hulk X90.
These are not good.
What?
Oh my. Oh my, indeed.
Better.
This is how great this is. Timer!
And done.
All of these,
All right.
I got to decide, was it a 1 or 2 forward that I placed in each spot?
Oh boy. All right, so going into the round, we've got number 1. I've
Phase
got
1.
810.
You've got that beat. I've got 760.
Twonky's gonna go forward 3. 1, 2, and push you 3.
Okay.
And then I've got 390 as my next one, so you go twice.
All right. So for Hammerbot, I'm moving forward 2. So that's off the board, right?
Yes, 1, 2. So you're out for the rest of this round.
Out for the rest of this round. But Hammerbot will come back on next round fully healed.
Yes, you will.
All right.
You
That
will
was
spawn back at Hammerbot's spawn point, which is way back here.
that's fine. Zoombot will just loop all the way around, and Hammerbot will just come up here and
Speaking of Zoombot, what's Zoomy doing?
forward 1.
Okay, so because you're moving on to the corner space, the turn doesn't happen. The turn only happens when the conveyor belt moves you onto that space. Did you not know that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well, that'll be interesting. We'll see how this works.
Alrighty. And then finally,
Second flag is the bane of your existence, by the way.
Yeah.
Second flag is your life.
Hulk's going to rotate left.
All right, next. So Zoombot doesn't matter anymore, right? I mean, not Hammerbot doesn't, because Hammerbot's out for now.
Yes, so Hammerbot
So
doesn't matter.
So I've got 790.
Okay, go ahead.
Moving forward 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I've got Hulk moving forward 1.
All right.
And then I've got rotating right on Twonk.
Rotating right.
Okay.
All right.
Conveyor belts.
Conveyor belts. 1, 2.
So that, it won't merge there because that's a straight line coming from this direction. It's
Oh.
a merge coming from there. 1, 2, looking straight.
Okay. 1.
And nothing else.
And
No
nothing
lasers.
else.
Moving on.
Moving on.
580.
470.
Okay, so Twonky's gonna. We didn't resolve one of the conveyor belts.
Which one?
The one right before this one that conveyed. Because when I planned it out, I ended up there. Because I was back here, I moved 1, 2, 3, so I should have been moved 1, 2 the first time.
Okay. Yep.
So that should have been there, and he should be here.
Why would he
Because
be there?
he was on that conveyor belt at the time.
Oh, okay.
So I believe that's the correct.
We got footage. We'll double check it later.
We will double check it.
See who did. See. Yeah. Clip it.
With that being said, with that the way things are, Twonky will take a hit in the back.
Oh, I see. You did this just to make the crowd hate me because Twonky got shot. I see.
It's all pre-planned, part of my master design.
Tony's like,
Okay.
check this out. I'm gonna turn everybody against
Twonky goes
Jolly.
forward 1.
You just happen to shoot Twonky.
He did shoot Twonky in the back. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you know what? The way I was playing, Twonky would have been safe, but Tony's like, no, we got to move Twonky in
The
this
way the way the Jolly was playing was cheating.
Correct.
All right, that was my 580 move forward.
470 move back.
And then 110 rotate left.
All
All
right.
right, moving on.
Next, I've got a 260.
I've got a 430. We're going to back up here. Bonk.
Bonk. I've got a rotate right.
And then I've got to rotate right.
And then conveyor belts.
Conveyor belts. Yep.
And then
Moving
one-
on, as you do not shoot Twonky this time.
It's because I corrected the situation.
Alrighty. 780, 680.
640. So you take
Both
both
of
yours.
mine.
Yep.
So, Hulk X90 is going to jump on there. And then Twonky is going to jump on here.
Well, does that count?
So
Will that count?
we'll have to wait another round,
Okay.
because when the time comes to flag it, I'll get to flag 3, because that's the next one in order. And then we'll have to go to the next round, and I'll flag 4.
Okay. So, not looking good for me.
Not looking good.
It's looking great for Twonky.
Move 1. And
There we
then
go.
conveyor belts.
Conveyor belts.
1, 2.
There we go.
All right.
Hulk X90 will heal a damage, because he's on a gear wrench space.
Yep.
And then I will flag.
Don't rip off Twonky. Twonky heals 1, 2.
Twonky does heal 1, 2. I forgot Twonky took damage. I forgot he was shot in the back.
I'm not the one that wanted to shoot him in the back. You're the one that wanted to move him there.
No, I just wanted to play the game correctly.
But then you should have done that instead of
All right,
skipping a conveyor
so
belt
now-
phase.
Twonky
Twonky claims 3.
claims 3.
All right, Twonky. Really? So you're gonna use Twonky to claim all first 3 and then let Hulk have the 4th one instead of Twonky?
Yes, because it's not who finishes, it's who put in the most work.
Recap.
And we definitely know Twonky put in the most work. All right, so recap is Hammerbot went off the board because bad things happen. Tony forgot to tell me about moving on to those points, so I didn't turn the way I thought I was
Jolly,
going
it
to.
is kind of a taste of your own medicine.
I would always tell him before something would happen. No, but like, by the way,
Seconds before does not count.
before you do this,
As
I'd
the
be like,
action is
"Before you
happening
do
does
this,
not
do
count.
this."
Clip it.
So,
I know there's some war crime clips.
so I'm over there, and Tony is sitting with Twonky and Hulk, and he's going to deny Twonky the overall victory of claiming 4th point. for
He's
some reason.
goading me, ladies and gentlemen. He is attempting to throw this whole game by goading me.
I'm not throwing the game. I'm already losing the game. I'm trying to give Twonky the credit Twonky deserves.
Let's see. It might 1, 2, 3. It's impossible for Twonky to get there in one hand, I think. So
I just need you to get all move forwards, like Hammerbot had. So that way you have to
1,
move
2.
him forward.
1, 2, 3. No.
Hammer? No. For Hammer.
Oh, for him.
For Hulk.
Yes. Yeah.
I need you-
If Hulk X90 only gets moved forwards, he won't be able to do anything. I just need to get 1 rotate in my hand somewhere.
Which I think you're
2,
probably
3,
pretty
4,
okay.
5,
with that.
6, 7, 8, 9
Wait,
cards
wait,
are
wait,
Twonky.
wait. Did you didn't shuffle everything together, Tony? Tony. I know you're good at stacking decks, but we're doing this way. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
I would like to clear up gossip and rumors. I don't know how to stack
I'm gonna say
decks.
one of us is clearly walking away tonight with the cheater's medallion.
I know we're making one. We're in the process of making one.
Good. All right, Tony.
I'll let you deal my cards.
That sounds great.
I'll let you deal it.
So that way, when you get all rotations, you can say this is the perfect hand. I'm just going to randomly play these. So how many you get for Twonky 9?
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 for Hulk.
8 for Hulk
1, 2,
X90.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8.
We can count.
I wasn't sure if I double dealt too. So I get 5 for. No, Hammerbot's respawning with no damage, right?
So I will start and I will program Twonky. And then on camera, we're going to program X90. See how that goes. So I'm just going to take and borrow this real quick.
All right.
Ready?
Ready.
Set. Go. All right, so this is Twonky's hand. We're going to go. That.
Timer.
Okay.
No. You said
There we
Twonky
go,
first.
there we
you
go.
said Twonky first.
Here, I'm programming Twonky.
Oh.
There we go. With
We're
time
making
to
you
spare.
a big medallion, Tony.
How is that? How? Show me the rules. I was
just-
trying to be thematic. I was trying to show people things and let them be immersed in the experience. And you're here being a big old meanie butt.
I was giving them a good show.
Big old
All you have to do is turn over your
meanie
cards when you got the Hulk, stress out for 28 seconds, and then realize you had to turn and slap it down first for the win.
butt. Big old meanie butt.
All right, are we going to see what's happening?
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea if I just killed Twonky.
Wait. This isn't how this works, Tony. random ones for here because you didn't fill them out.
This is true. This is true.
Medallions, all yours.
It's not a medallion. It's in the rules.
No. I'm saying you were going to cheat by not having the rest of that filled. Medallion of cheatery.
That's not cheating. It's in the rules. If it's not filled, then you get to put things.
I know, but
It's
you
not
were
cheating.
about ready to start. You were going to start.
Not cheating.
You were going to start. I had to correct you.
Beep,
I had to
boop.
correct you on the game that
Beep,
you
bop.
were teaching me.
Beep boop bop.
That's all right. All right, let's see what you. There's no way you could kill Twan. There's no way you could kill before you win, because you're not facing the direction where you could go off the board.
No.
All right, I have no idea what mine are because I was just trying to. Mess with them.
Just. That's fair. I'll give it to you. All right. So I did get a U-turn on Hulk, but that's a value 10, so it goes last.
Oh, okay.
So we don't want to cheat and make him go first.
You are correct, Tony. We don't want to cheat.
590 is my high.
660.
Okay. Twonky is going to move forward 1 after you do yours.
I was about to say, wait a minute. Hammerbot moving forward 1. See, Hammerbot's off to a good respawn start.
There you
Forward
go.
1.
All the way back there. Twonky goes forward 1, please.
Twonky goes forward 1. See, Twonky is just hopping on this little repair spot.
Yep.
And then Zoombot's moving forward 1.
And then Hulk X90 does a U-turn.
U-turn.
He does a disco dance. Alrighty. And so conveyor belts.
Move 1 that way. And I think that's it.
Yep, nobody's on elements. So Hulk X90 will repair his last damage and then tag the flag.
And then win the game. And then steal the win from his favorite teammate.
Are you stealing the win when
Twonky.
you're working as a team?
Well,
I don't think so.
That's what I would say too if I was Hulk. We're working as a team, Twonky. You go get all those, and I'll just hop back over here.
Yeah.
Tony won big. Tony won big
So
time.
this is the win of the game.
Big
Hulk X90
time.
tagged the last one after Twonky put in so much work and tagged 1, 2, and 3 consecutively.
all that way.
And the entire time we've got Jolly sending his robots off the board, through lasers, shooting himself in the back, shooting Twonky in the back. It's
I'm just channeling a good show here.
Yeah. So while I clean this up, why don't you tell me your thoughts about this game in general?
It's a fun game. I love.
Plaque made for you.
What?
We got plaque made for you.
Got a plaque?
Cheetah's plaque.
Are we gonna hand it to Jolly?
No, I think you can see it on your screen. It should be in your.
It's right up there.
What?
They got a cheater's plaque for you, Tony.
What is it? I can't read it specifically.
It says, "Uh-oh, I cheated in table ready."
I like it. That phrases it in a very nice way. It's like an oopsie. All right, so we're not done for the night.
What are these?
Oh, so this is one of my gripes about the first edition of this game. So some of these tags have a hammer and wrench. If you land and end on a hammer and wrench, you get an upgrade card.
So let's show everybody these upgrade cards. So you get an upgrade card. So it's on one of these hammered wrench spots, right?
Yep.
Not just the wrench spot, because wrench spot.
Wrench spot just heals you. Hammer and wrench gives you an upgrade.
Okay, an upgrade.
Yep, and then these just do things like give you some extra damage or something like that.
Oh, okay.
So these are a nice way to change up the game. My gripe is it's so difficult to end on one of those. You have to specifically plan for it, and you're already trying to specifically plan for many other things.
Yeah, they're
So
they're all like on the edge or stuck behind walls. So it's hard to even just randomly end on them, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, that was just a wrench.
So yeah, in the first edition of the game, which I'm playing here, that's an issue. I believe they've made it more plentiful in later editions. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it is. However, I like a lot of the mechanics in this first edition much better, which is why I own it. So it's not a huge thing that we don't get upgrades. We still have a lot of fun playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it still currently available?
The first edition is not. You'll need to find it on the secondary market. But they do sell the latest edition of Robo Rally, which is a smaller box. I think they updated all of the robot names. I can't tell you for sure if Twonky is included in the latest edition, so that might be the selling point.
Are you saying second edition might have gotten rid of Twonky?
Yeah.
Can we verify that at all?
We
by
need to
looking that up?
Fact
Because
check,
that
please.
seems like
Who are the robots in the current edition of Robo Rally?
the big thing we need to know if Twonky's still in second edition.
Uh,
Or did they do a war crime? Is that why they went out of business? They got rid of Twonky, and then everybody was just like, Avalon Hill, we're done with you.
It might be.
Avalon Hill, you said they were defunct.
I thought they were. I said I might be wrong.
Yeah, it's part of yeah. I think Avalon Hill makes.
Do they still make
They
stuff?
make Betrayal.
Oh,
okay.
I believe that's correct.
Well,
they're
then
blended into Wizards
Avalon
of the Coast.
Hill.
Wizards of the Coast, yeah, but they do make.
Avalon Hill. If Twonky's not in second edition, you've got some.
Twonky
explaining to do.
deserves better.
Yeah.
Can we show the map camera here? Because people haven't gotten a good look at the champion of the people.
Oh my god, do the makeup artist thing.
Yeah, we got it. It's a double. It's a double
We
tap
got-
on that. Yep, you got it.
Everyone say hi to Twonky. Twonky loves you.
Twonky.
Well,
Twonky
Twonky won, so it's time for Twonky to do Twonky's battle cry.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Where's Twonky's battle cry?
Twonky. There we go.
So Twonky looks like a little Dalek.
Yep, and then we had Hammerbot.
Hammerbot.
Hold on. There you go.
We got Hammerbot, the poor robot that Team Jolly threw off the edge. We've got Hulk X90,
Yep.
a little tank.
And Zoombot.
Zoombat, which, if you ask me, looks like a racer's helmet with wheels on the side.
It looks like an X-wing pilot.
It does a little bit. All right, so we might be done with Robo Rally, but we've got plenty of time left in the night. So we're gonna play another game, and we're gonna try something new. For the first time here on Tabletop, we're gonna try to play a game with you. Whoa ho ho!
With you. Who's you?
The viewer at home.
There we go.
Chat as an entity is going to take part in this upcoming game. We haven't tried it before. We realized at the break that we were running out of time, as in the game was about to be over and we had too much time. So I went out and I picked up a fun little game called Timeline. So this is a game. It's Timeline. It comes in a small tin. In this game, each of us will have a hand of cards which will display some sort of event on them. So the emergence of the number 0, the invention of the washing machine. Every one of us will have a hand of 7 cards. You will only be able to look at the front side of them. So you'll lay them down on the table in front of you. You'll be able to see what they are. On the back side are the dates of when they happen. Each of us takes a turn. You choose one of the cards in front of you and you place it on the timeline. So one card will start. So discovery of planetary motion. We flip it over. It happened in 1513.
So the rest of us are trying. So there's one timeline, and everybody's trying to place their cards
Yep.
to match when they happened in that timeline.
Yep. So let's say it's your turn and you have like these selections: the invention of the table knife or the invention of champagne. So you're trying to think, which one of these can I select and place on the timeline and get it correct? So I'm going to try the invention of the table knife. Happens after the discovery of the planetary motion.
When do we reveal this? At the very end of the game, or?
After you've made your selection of where it goes, and then you flip it over. If you're correct, it stays on the timeline. And now people will have to choose before, in the middle, or after.
Okay.
The goal is to get rid of every card in your hand. So once you correctly place a card, you get rid of it. If you misplace a card,
you have to
you
draw.
discard and draw again.
Okay.
So how's it going to happen is we're going to play, I'm going to go, Jolly's going to go, and then chat's going to go.
Who do we have in chat? Do we have players in chat? People who are ready for this?
Tony's mom and Tony's dad.
So the teachers are going to have a turn. So you're going to have basically until your turn to kind of figure
I
this
want to
out.
get beat by the whole family tonight in games.
So your
Just so you
choices
know,
are,
we're
we're
on
going to play a
about-
shorter game. We're going to play 5-card hand.
Here. I think you'll have to.
Yep.
So place them up here.
So your hand is the advent of
And we
hip
could-
hop,
We could zoom in on them if they need.
the invention of the video game console, the release of the motion picture Star Wars, there we go, move these up, the first shuttle launch, and release of the album Thriller by Michael
So
Jackson.
this is Chat's hand.
All right.
So these will be the 5 that Chat is working with. Now me and Tony will each get one, and do we put a random one out to start with?
Yep, we'll put a random one out to start with. So our random starter, is this zoomed in? Can I zoom out?
Yeah.
So the starter timeline will be up here. It is the first sighting of a flying saucer. which took place in 1947. So there's that. I'm going to move your hand down here. If people need to zoom in to see things, just let me know. But here's what it looks like. 1947 is the first space. So, you know, Jolly, I'm going to let you go first, okay?
Okay. I'm going to say before 1940. Oh, we put them out in front of us like
Yep.
this? I'm going to say before 1947. Actually, I'm going to say after. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, before 1947, I think was the creation of the NBA.
Okay, so now you flip it over and check.
1946.
Whoa. That's a really,
Look
really
at that.
close. So
Look at that.
you're
so
correct.
it stays there.
You are correct, and now it is my turn. I'm going to choose that the release of the motion picture Titanic, I'm going to say this happened after the first sighting of a UFO.
Probably a pretty good bet.
So 1947 or later? 1997. So we've got this on the timeline. And now,
And we've got probable space in between there, but
Probable.
probably not between those.
probable.
So now it's chat's go. So chat, you have the advent of hip hop, the invention of the video game console, release of the motion picture Star Wars, release of the album Thriller, and the first shuttle launch. Those are all like pretty close together in the timeline overall.
So we'll take a few minutes here because I know there's chat
Oh,
lag.
they're on a delay. They're on a delay.
Yep. So we'll chat here until our producers pipe up with what the answer is. So
Yeah, we didn't think about the delay, did we? That it's a minute and a half.
No, the NBA one, I thought you were wrong.
I also thought you were wrong.
I thought it was earlier than that, honestly.
Yeah, I thought it was earlier. You said earlier than 1946.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, no, yeah, I thought you were right, but I thought it was like way earlier.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Oh.
I thought it was like in the 20s or so. Is what I figured.
Well, I think what happened was the NBA, there was the ABA, and then it became the NBA.
Okay, so but yeah, it was
Jack
close.
Boone from the
Uh-huh.
Flint Tropics.
That's what I was thinking of. Also, yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, I don't know if they're caught
Mom,
up yet.
Dad, you think you got it?
I think what we might need to do is keep in mind our delay rate when we do this
Yep.
with chat. And if we're going to do it, we do a stream of shorter delay rate.
Yeah. See if we can make that happen.
20 seconds, but also
They're looking it up on their laptops, I bet. We need to give some other people the cheaters medallion.
We see what we do. Let's give them 30 seconds, and then we're going to...
Hold on. They have the easiest thing right here in between. Come on now. Things between 1946 and
That's true. It doesn't
1997.
it doesn't give difficult until they place their first one. Then they have to start.
Yeah.
Start getting, yeah.
Because of the short delay, I don't think I shuffle these too well because I have a lot of, or they have a lot of modern stuff. You have what is possibly a lot of ancient stuff. I don't know.
Imagine that. Tony didn't shuffle. Well.
all right. Chat says that the video game is going after the 2 cards.
So after
Yes.
the 2 cards.
All right,
Okay.
let's see if they're right.
So I have a feeling
After
they're good.
1947, right?
Yep. 1971. So you were good there, chat.
Nailed it.
All right. So chat, you're down to 4 cards. So it's back to me, right?
Yes.
I am going to say, the emergence of coinage.
Of what?
Coinage.
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 Coinage came before 1946.
Okay.
And look at that.
Can you adjust that? Adjust the angle like on the cards, and then bring it down like some. Yeah, they can't really read the cards.
You might have to spectate with that camera so you can see.
So their hand will be down here. The timeline will be above.
There we go. So yeah, coinage did come before the NBA. You got that one right.
Minus 680. It's way over here.
Yep. I have a feeling I'm going to need to get some of my early stuff out of the way before you really fill that up with things. So I'm going to go for the domestication of cats. We got the meow meows. I'm going to say that happened before coins existed.
You think it happened before
I think
coins
this happened
existed?
before coins
All right,
existed.
flip it. Let's see.
Negative 4,500.
Yep.
So this is going to be
Nailed
over
it.
there. Yeah, kitty cats were in our laps way before coins were in our pockets.
So I think chat's decisions is these. Do you think these all happened here or there? So just so chat can see them better. Moving in, we got things that are happening after the domestication of the cat, I would say.
There's just a
So,
little
chat,
bit
the
of a
cards
gap
that
there.
we're working with are the advent of hip hop, the first shuttle launch, the release of the album Thriller, and the release of the motion picture Star Wars. We have to determine if it's after 1947, before 1971, which is the same thing, or after 1971.
I'm just going to do you a favor and move your half of the timeline
Or
into
if they
focus.
want-
Oh, sorry,
They
we
can
also
guess-
have in between 1971 and before
They
1997.
can guess before the domestication of the cat if they really want to.
Please don't do that.
Pretty sure Michael
I
Jackson was
wanna
around
win.
before then.
Before the domestication of the cat?
Yeah. How else would we have known if we were thrilled or not?
Well, this is the thriller. I think people didn't discover that they were thrilled about things until the cat was domesticated.
And then
So
I am
which means
very
it was
thrilled
after.
that the cat is here. Makes me miss my own meow meows.
Me too.
Yeah, all of mine. Now I have to decide if all mine are on this side of the timeline, really.
Yeah.
All right, chat has an answer. We're going to put Star Wars in 75. So between
Star Wars in
71 and 97.
They've got an exact date.
Oh, nope, but they were wrong in that exact.
Okay.
77.
But
But
it
it's
is
still
correct. It is correct.
All right, so back to me, right?
We're gonna put that in frame so you can see what you're working with and plan your next move.
So, the construction of the lighthouse of Alexandria begins. I think this happens between.
Move it in frame.
I think so. The construction of the lighthouse of Alexandria begins.
I
It's
think
an
that was in
ancient wonder,
1492.
which means it's definitely going to be down this way. I think it's between cats and coinage.
Okay, so it needs to be between negative 4,500 and negative 680.
Oh,
Oh no!
It's not as
you
old as
were incorrect.
So
Coins were
it's
here before Alexandria.
discarded.
Discarded, and you get this one in
They
place.
get bees.
All right, I am going to choose the invention of the die. I'm going to say that the invention of the die came in between cats and coins. So we'll see if I'm correct on this one. Ah!
Yeah.
Negative 3,000, which is indeed in between. So we got cats, we had gambling, and then we had stuff to gamble with.
All
There
right,
we are.
chat.
And we're going to move you back over here.
It is our
chat.
turn again. We're guessing between the advent of hip hop, the first shuttle launch, and the release of the album Thriller.
You see, the
We have to put it
coins-
somewhere in the timeline, on our half of the
The
timeline.
emergence of coins came about after gambling because people didn't want to bet their cats. It's got to be the way it was.
And then as soon as coins came on the scene, they created the NBA.
No,
So
it wasn't really as soon.
All right,
You
chat
gotta
has
break-
an
break it down.
answer. We would like to put Thriller in between 97 and 77.
Between 77 and
Yeah.
97.
To be correct, the guess is 1982.
Oh,
Correct.
look at that. Look at that.
Chat is on fire,
Good job,
aka
chat.
Tony's
All right,
parents.
it's my go again.
All right, you're going to go ancient. Should I
Oh.
move down to this
Well, it's
half
got to
of
be
the
ancient.
timeline?
I have the invention of the sundial, the legend of the Minotaur, and the emergence of bees.
The emergence of bees?
The emergence of bees. Bees
Jurassic
have got to be older
period.
than the domestication of cats.
Are you sure? Did bees come before
Have to be.
cats?
The domestication of cats.
Oh, okay.
Bees had to have been around longer than that.
Had to have been around.
Had to have been. How else did we get all of our flowers everywhere? So, emergence of bees before domestication of cats is my guess. Yeah. yeah. yeah.
I don't think it was as close as we thought it was going to be. So,
I didn't think it'd be close, but
we're up here. I am joining you guys on this half of the timeline because I've got the first African American president of the United States and the creation of Facebook. So I'm going to say Mark Zuckerberg was doing his thing after the Titanic?
Oh, those are your last two?
Those are my
his
last two. Well,
Oh,
2004 was Facebook.
Jeez, I wonder if Tony's going to win this one.
No, chat. We have a chance to pull through.
No, what-
They
no,
do. So things happen on a round.
That's what I
If
was-
Chat and I go out on the same round, then we'll get another card each. And
All
it'll
right.
be a tiebreaker between us.
We
Oh, just between you two?
Yeah.
Oh,
We have,
boo.
we are ready.
Go
Tony's
ahead.
dad says the shuttle happened in 80.
So
In
after
80?
82, before 77.
Wait, you mean before 82?
Shuttle 80.
So they're putting the shuttle here.
Yes.
Right there, yep.
81.
Wow.
Wow.
81.
Wow, wow, wow.
Look at that. Good job. Good job,
Chat,
Dad.
I think
That
we're
job,
going to
Mom.
make it.
Good job,
All right.
Chat. Your last one, Chat, though, is pretty difficult.
No,
You've
we
got to
got
place
this.
the advent of hip hop somewhere around here.
I know-
If I
know
can
where
be
it
in the
goes.
chat, then. I
All
think I
right,
can
Jolly,
get it.
we're going to take the camera to the ancient side of the timeline.
The
You
Invention
get-
of the Sundial or the Legend of the Minotaur? The Legend of the Minotaur is probably Greek, which means I'm going to put it between dice and coinage.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Minus 1,600.
Good
Ooh,
job.
good
Nice.
job.
Nice
Nice.
guess, sir. Nice guess. All right, we're going to go back
Tony's
to the
like,
modern
Oh,
era.
Tony, where?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Where on
no.
earth shall I place this? I think it comes after Facebook, but we'll see. Ah! We'll never
We'll never
know.
find out.
2008. 4 years after Facebook, we got Barack Obama. All right, chat. You get hip hop. Where was hip hop?
All right, we're waiting for a response from either Tony's mom or dad.
I'm down here talking about the emergence of bees, and Tony's up
The
here.
emergent bees, that's the easy one. It's like, what was it, 100 million years or something like that?
Yeah, negative 100 million exactly. Yeah. Or is billion? I don't know. A long time ago.
Long time.
Long time ago. Bees have been around for a while.
Is that the oldest card in the game, bees?
I don't know, and I'm not going to look through it yet because we might be going through this deck. But
Probably
after
some
we're done with the game,
dinosaurs or something like that.
after we're done with the game, we'll look and see if bees are the oldest.
Look at it. You leave
All right,
the rest of the cards. for
chat
another
has
night.
reached a conclusion.
True,
We'd
we
like
can-
to place hip hop in the year 2000.
In the
You're
year
placing hip hop
2000?
in the year 2000. Oh
Uh,
no, chat. I don't think.
No. All right. Can I take a guess of where I think it goes before we reveal this?
Where do you think hip hop goes?
I think it goes between 47 and 71.
no,
I think hip hop was born.
late
In-
80s. That's my guess.
I'm going to agree with Jade. I think hip hop came right after Thriller. I think they started doing things like samples and remixes and all that jazz.
Because hip hop
after
is
Michael
also a
Jackson.
technological thing, and that
Yeah.
was. I went to school for music,
Okay.
Well,
so I might be wrong.
yeah, I was going to say,
All right,
you
let's
set
see.
yourself
Let's see
apart.
if chat
Yeah.
was correct. What do we got, chat?
74.
74.
Oh,
Oh,
wow,
gosh.
that's embarrassing.
So-
We were all incorrect.
Everybody was wrong.
It goes here.
Ooh, chat,
but
But
sorry.
it looks like I was the closest without going over.
So
Yeah.
Price is Right
that
rules.
gets discarded. And
We get
chat,
one.
you get a new one.
It doesn't matter. You win, Tony.
Let's have you and chat face off.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yo.
chat now has to deal with the invention of shampoo.
Oh,
So it's
chat,
my go,
I
right?
can't
It
wait
is
for you
your
to
go.
drop
The
a year in
invention
this
of the
one.
sundial. So the sundial's old. I think it's older than the domestication of cats, but not as old as bees.
See, sundial came in between bees and the cat.
That's what I think. Though there is a chance it could have come after cats right then, but I think I'm going to try placing it right here, between those two.
Okay, you need to reach between negative a lot and
lot,
negative 4,200.
Oh, 1,500.
Oh,
it's way up here.
wow.
Oh,
It
wow.
came after
That
the
was
Minotaur.
really off on that.
All right, chat, this is your chance to take second place
Shampoo.
and defeat Jolly once and for all. When did we get shampoo?
Can we get a pan of the
So-
other half of the timeline, please?
So let's straighten these out a little
Invention
bit.
of shampoo.
Before 1946,
I was about
Your
to
Honor.
say, they probably want
So
down that way.
here you are. You want this section?
All
So
right.
the question is, the important question is, did people invent shampoo for themselves or for the cats they just domesticated? That's the important question.
Well, cats clean themselves.
That doesn't mean you don't want to shampoo them. You just
No,
domesticated
it kind of means you don't want to shampoo.
Have you ever tried to shampoo a cat?
I have.
Really?
How
Yeah.
well did that go?
Well, what you do is you take them when they're a little kitten and they're all adorable and cuddly, and you teach them weekly bath shampoo time then. And then when they get older, they look forward to it on a weekly basis.
Oh.
Sure.
All right, chat has an
'Cause
answer.
that's
What's
what-
chat's answer?
Chat's answer, shampoo, 1920s.
So they're guessing
1920s.
that it came after coinage, but before the NBA.
Before
Yes.
the NBA, yep.
That is our
Alright.
guess.
I think that's right spot, but I don't think
And-
1920s is the right year.
1814.
Hey.
Nailed it.
That means that chat, aka mom and dad, have also defeated Jolly today.
Like I said, whole family beat me tonight.
All right, good job, everyone. I think we're going to switch away from this front camera here.
All right. So let's talk shop a little bit, Tony.
Yeah.
You didn't give a rating on your game that you
Ah.
brought on.
Okay, so
So-
that begs a question. Do we want to stick with yaks indefinitely, or do we want to keep yaks for things like our skirmish games, and we want to come up with a new system like how many twonks does this get for a board game?
No. You get a chat will be the one that gets toward twonks. That's going to be a chat thing. We're going to let chat have this.
Twonky, you heathen.
Twonky
Twonky.
gives out twonks.
Yep. We're sticking with the yak rating for games, Tony.
We're sticking with the yak
Yep.
ratings?
You-
Okay.
Twonky is chat's fan club. We're going to let them decide how we handle Twonky. And does this mean Twonky's going to be our second emoji? Because our first one's a yak, right? And second one is going to be Twonky.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll get it.
But back to, we played through a game. You stomped me in this game, and you didn't give it a yak rating.
Okay, well, yeah. So let's go to that then. Yaks. This game, after everything goes through, this game gets 3.5 yaks.
Ooh, why only 3.5? Because you were disappointed that I gave a game that I thought was pretty solid 3.5 last week.
So it, as mindless as this game can become, it kind of, if you don't play the correct scenario, if you don't know how to curate to get things going and keep the pace up, this game does drag on.
Okay.
After a while, it's like, if you just make it to the flag and you fall off the board and you start way back at the last spawn, you lost so much progress. If you didn't have your other robot out there able to pick up the slack and Hammerbot just went off the board, you would have had to take Hammerbot way across the board again. So there's that. There's things that the deck is a little bit way too random at times, and you get only a hand of turns. Some people like that charm. It's just, it's a bit much. It could be a little bit better, and I think that's something they may have fixed in later editions.
Okay.
So this rating is specifically for first edition Robo Rally. It is better than halfway, so it's 3.5.
Okay.
I enjoy a lot about this game. I enjoy the programming aspect of you need to figure out where things are spatially in your head as you go. It exercises that portion of your brain. You got some light strategy there, but as soon as you slap down the last card, everything is automatic. The board, you know where things are going, the board will act as the board does, and if you're in for a night of chaos and just only strategizing for what's in front of you, this is a great game, but that's about as far as it can go.
Okay.
What about you?
I would give it 2.5 yaks. I love the concept. I love the fact that it kind of started this, because it was one of the first probably tabletop board games that involved that programming mechanic, right? Is what I'm guessing. I don't know too much about it. And I think that mechanic is awesome. I think it's been improved upon from other things I've seen.
Yeah.
Now, granted, this is the first edition that we're talking about again, so
This is an old game.
so newer editions might have already improved upon it, but I've seen other games, and especially games for younger children like Robot Turtles, that
Quirky Circuits.
that I think is a fantastic game that's better executed because you get more control over what you do. You're not dealt the random cards. You are giving an objective. So, have you ever played Robot Turtles?
I've not played Robot Turtles.
It's designed for younger players to teach the basics of programming. And it has something similar to this where everybody's supposed to get to a certain point. though you start at different points on the board, and your points are different depending on where you start, and you get full control on how you program and move your turtle through. So it's more of I'm competing a little bit against everybody else because you could block other people with certain programming cards, but then you're also trying to figure out how to organize and play it out yourself. And it does that. I think it does that better than this. This is fun for chaos, but this is something that I would probably play maybe once a year.
Yeah.
Have fun with it during that night, but then after that night, be like, I'm good for a little while.
It'd probably be a funner game with more.
With more people, I think it's a good party game.
Correct.
I think it fits in the party game category.
This is just eking on the edge of a little bit too much for some people, but just right for another. Some people go to a party game and they just want to play something like Cards Against Humanity. This has a little bit more strategy, but if you got the right group of people, yeah, this is the perfect party game.
I feel like just the chaotic element of it is more party game because, like you said, you can strategize all you want, but
Somebody flips over that timer and you're scrambling all of a
well,
sudden.
if you just play one card wrong, suddenly everything is super thrown off instead of just slightly thrown off.
Yep, exactly.
So I like it. I like the concept. It's a once every now and then game for me.
As kind of like the grandfather of this style of games, we give it the respect it's due, but we also recognize that it has a lot of flaws. And so if you are interested in this style of game, you could always pick up Robo Rally itself. They've made newer editions, like we've said, that have fixed a lot of the problems. But there are also newer games that expand upon that, like
Robot Turtles. If you have younger students or younger children around, or if you're trying to teach those concepts of programming, that's fun. There's even been a bunch of computer games and flash games based off of Lightbot 2.0's one where you have mazes, and the whole thing is you're programming your robot to go through mazes, and it does. I can't think of all the correct terminology at the moment, but you can create loops of programming, so that way you tell it move forward, then perform the loop, then move this way, then perform the loop.
Yeah.
And those games are awesome. And this game's older, so it kind of grandfathered those in. Now, the important question that we need to know about, did anybody look up to see if Twonky is still in later editions?
So it turns out that when you DuckDuckGo Robo Rally robots, there are not that many people as passionate about Twonky as we are, so there's not a ton of additional information out there.
So we need to find and buy the latest addition to hard check if Twonky's in the box.
To hard check if Twonky's in the box. So we
will know definitively.
We need to do a hard check by next week to find out if Twonky's still around. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking with us. This has been a great night, a great change of pace, I think. Next week, what do you got on the board?
Oh, I was about to say, we're not quite done yet, are we? We got a couple things to talk about.
Yeah.
Next week, Tony's going to be out of town, right?
Yep, it's Thanksgiving here in the States, so I'm going to be visiting some family out of state.
Okay.
So I won't be around.
So it is going to be me and producer Sean, who's behind the camera, who I don't believe you've seen yet.
Yeah.
And the primary game that we're going to play is going to be Dice Throne.
Hey,
So we're going to play some head-to-head Dice Throne, right?
Sean,
Yeah, we're going to do head-to-head dice throw.
Do you have the dungeon crawl?
I
for
have
it
that
too?
as well, yeah.
Maybe then that's what we do. We'll do a head-to-head and then a dungeon crawl.
But yeah.
So that way, after one of us stomps the other one, we can work together. That not feels bad.
I love Dice Throne. It's such a fun game.
So Dice Throne. Sorry, Tony.
Sean, I have a request. Can you give me your best Twonky impression? Twonky just won the game. I need to hear what it sounds
I
like.
cannot top your Twonky, but hold on, let's see.
That's when Twonkies go speeding down
I was
the
about to
double
say.
blue conveyor belt.
So now we need you two to team up. Do the speed down, and then as he's ramping down the speed down, we need the Twonky cheer.
Okay, ready?
What do I do? I just
You're doing that.
You
you're
do
doing that same
exactly
thing.
what you did. Twonky.
So there we go. Maybe that'll have to be like our
Just make
show's
magic
over
happen.
thing. We'll be like, good night, show's over, Twonky.
And we're
And
back.
we're back again. As we're saying, Twonky comes zooming in. Woo, Twonky, show over.
Yeah. All right. We got anything else to talk about tonight?
What hobby projects have you been working on, Tony? Have you been working on anything?
So we
Have
just...
you been doing your Corvus Cabal from Warcry 4
I
weeks
have
ago?
been working on my Corvus Cabal. They are assembled, and they are waiting for me to get some time to sit down and prime them. The weather has been atrocious, so priming has been difficult. But after that, I'm going to start chugging away. I finished working on the Frozen Shore Bear Riders for the Song of Ice and Fire painting contest, and I'm happy to report that I won. So it's very nice to hear. I had a lot of time, a lot of great times with that.
Tony, go grab them real quick.
Okay.
Because if you're going to
I'm
talk
going to
about
grab
them, I
them
want
real
you to grab
quick.
them real fast. While Tony's grabbing
probably wanna mute me
his
while I'm gone.
award-winning Bear Riders from the game A Song of Fire and Ice, which he's going to show off real quick, I've been working on, and by working on, I just got the Shadow Collective box from Star Wars Legions. I wasn't going to buy any
Can I have
Star
the
Wars
green key?
Legions. I
Green
was
key.
going to see about borrowing somebody's
We're
army.
live.
But then I got the Cad Bane model for free, just because I bought so much stuff through an online store that they said have something for free, and I picked up a Cad Bane. So from there, I wanted to look and see what I could field Cad Bane in Shadow Collective box, which is perfect because they're a battle force for Star Wars Legion. So I buy that, I have Cad Bane, I've got a force. I'm not tempted to buy too much more because Shatterpoint's coming out, which is going to be my jam.
Shatterpoint. Yeah.
Shatterpoint. Skirmish Star Wars game?
Yeah,
That's
Shatterpoint
exactly
does
what-
look really cool.
All right. So here's Tony's award-winning bears. Tony, we'll let you show them off however you want.
Yeah, alrighty. So, these are for a game called A Song of Ice and Fire, the miniatures game, which is Game of Thrones, but a war game basically. You have your models. This is from my main faction that I play, which is the Free Folk, those who reside north of the Wall. And these are the Frozen Shore Bear Riders, so a bunch of lovely gals who are taking on some polar bear mounts and are going to go and generally wreck things.
Are they
So-
good in the game?
They are very good in the game. So I'm not going to give away too much about it because you're going to see them in a future episode. Jolly and I are going to be taking on each other, not for a little while,
It'll be after the new
after
year.
the new year, but we're going to be taking each other on in some Song of Ice and Fire.
Yep.
There we are.
So yeah, so before we sign off for tonight, coming up next week, Dice Throne, me and Sean, and it'll kind of be my birthday stream. It's a couple days before my birthday, but I'm turning 40, so I want to get stomped in some Dice Throne by Sean. Are we playing? We're not playing Marvel, right? We're playing the classic.
Yeah, we're playing just the classic Dice
Okay,
Throne.
cool.
Yeah, I don't have any of the Marvel ones.
Okay, so that's what we're going to be playing. I haven't played it for a while, but I do like it. It's fantasy Yahtzee with more to it than Yahtzee. So is the best way to put it. You'll see more next week.
And if you have been interested in any of the games that we've been playing here, you can always check us out at theguardtower.com. We have an online store. We have a great online community that you can always join and be a part of our Discord or something like that. We'd be glad to see you if you want to check us out in store, online, wherever you want. But with that being said, I think we're done for the night.
Yeah, I believe that's it. So this is Jolly,
And this is Tony.
and make sure you are table ready and tune in next week.